Guys, yeah, you are not going to believe this. So, the same company that called me today, we were talking today about, the gray market, the watches, they call me back. They call me back to tell me, hey, we got a phone call. We know where there's a watch that we know about a watch. We know about a location. They have a watch just like the one you want. I'd like to know if you like to purchase that watch from the Rolex store. I will give them your details, yada yada. You should be able to do the deal with them. They're looking after me. I do appreciate that. I do appreciate that. My question is, I'm trying to be a little bit of a skeptical here. But my question is, how out of nowhere, a watch just appear in a Rolex boutique? How? I mean, somebody please explain this to me. How can, I mean, it's been a day. It hasn't been a day. But this dealer, who happens to be, and I'm gonna say on the East Coast, calls me and tells me, hey, some of our contacts, we were able to figure it out. Yeah, we find out where your watch is. We'd like to know if you want to buy it, so we can tell them to hold it for you so you can buy the watch. At retail, whatever. And I'm here thinking, wow, that's a great deal. But at this moment, I am so infuriated with Rolex. I am so infuriated with the ADs. That this is just plain and simple racketeering. 100%. That's the way it is. That's the way this shit is. And I feel that me taking advantage of this situation, I will be doing a disadvantage to the bigger picture, to what I stand for. It's been hard, because they called me like an hour ago and I've been thinking, should I take it? I just have to do, fly down there and back, a couple $1,000, maybe hotel for, I can go in the morning, fly back in the afternoon, you know what I mean? Simple, take an Uber, a couple of Ubers, bam, done. I feel that Rolex have disappointed me, because clearly these people, these gray market dealers, they have contacts within the dealers, the ADs, and then the ADs are telling them, this is what we got. I got you. They got a direct line to these dealers, to these ADs. So when people are telling you, you got to put yourself on that list, and then you go look at that list and they tell you there's like 300 people on that list for that particular watch that you want. You're like, wait a second, now it start making sense when I start looking at the gray market and the dominance that they have over the ADs, because they know now the ADs are, and this is just me thinking, this is what the ADs are doing right now. There's no reason for the ADs. There's no reason for the ADs to go out there and say, oh, I got this watch. If you want it, it's going to cost you $5,000 more. No, it's not like that. The ADs now are at the mercy of the gray market. The gray market is telling the AD, this is how much. Of course, they're going to pay over retail. Not over $1,000 or $2,000. Not on a Rolex. Not over $5,000 on something very special. It's not going to happen. And of course, everybody in their store, from the managers down, I'm sure the managers, the one picking up, hey, I got 4 Batmans and 2 Hawks, and I have 2 Sky. I got 3 Presidential. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's a scam, guys, and we, the customer, are the one paying for this. The same shit is happening. It's happening on the graphics card industry because of this hype of Bitcoin and crypto mining. And I'm gonna talk to you guys about that on my next video. And I'm gonna tell you how a company that sells graphics card, who cares about the customers, was able to sell me a graphics card directly to me without no party intervention, without going to Overstock, no, without going to StockX, without me going to eBay, without me going to all these third-party retailers who are selling graphics card. I just purchased, listen to me, I just purchased a 3080 Ti graphics card for under $2,000, brand new, spec'd up to the water cool, everything. If I want to buy the same graphics card on the market today, because I decided I want to improve there's not going to be anything at MSRP. And everywhere that I go is going to cost you at least $3,500 graphics card. Yeah. And you're lucky to find a good one, and you're lucky to find the one that you're looking for. Okay. So what this company did? This company has a list, a standing list. You put yourself on that list. You can only have one per household, which includes the address, which includes the credit card. You know, because the credit card has to match the person. The person has to match the credit card. The credit card has to have an address. It's not like these great market companies in the watch industry getting, send me 20 of those watches. Yeah, they I want them, all of them. Yeah, I'm gonna give you 10. You get 20, I'll give you $10,000 profit. And then they turn around like, they make 70, 80,000. You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous. So I'm not gonna take the offer. I'm gonna tell them that I'm grateful for them opening the invitation. But I think I'm not going to buy a Rolex. I think I'm not going to buy a Rolex. I think I'm gonna pass for now. I think until Rolex doesn't decide to help the customer, their own customer, the people that are maintaining the tradition. Because let me tell you something, guys, and this is dedicated to Rolex. Dedicated to Rolex. Listen up, Rolex. Rolex, to me and to many millions, up to millions and millions of people, means tradition. Okay? When you buy a Rolex, and that Rolex stay with your family. You pass it down to your son, and your son passes it down to your grandkid. Give me a second. Jazz. So I'm gonna pass on that opportunity until Rolex, or where I was. So Rolex needs to fix this situation, because Rolex means this is what a Rolex watch means to an individual who supports the brand. Okay, that watch, when you buy that watch, you pass it down to your son or your daughter. Your daughter passes it down, or your son, to their kids, and that watch stay in the family, and everybody knows that that watch belongs to grandpa, great grandpa, or to dad. You know, that's what Rolex really means. You know, it means that at some point, because not everybody came from day one being successful and rich. You know, 95% of Americans, 98% of Americans are coming from the bottom. You know, so that's what Rolex means. Rolex means, when you buy a Rolex, means that at some point in your life you were stable enough that you were able to buy that Rolex. So from that moment on, your family grew to a bigger heights. You know, and Rolex needs to remember this, that we, the people, we are the ones that give Rolex the value, the worth, the tradition. We are making Rolex tradition, because let's say that Rolex support this Red Bull company on F1, whatever. But let's think about how F1 got to be F1, because they're supporters of F1, and there's people that goes to see the races. There's people that pay those, you know. Rolex is into land speed records, but how the land speed record, you know, there's always behind all this success, there's customers and fans, and there's people that care for the brand. I hate to say it to you guys, I hate to say to Rolex this, but you are losing the very essence of what makes you Rolex from the beginning. And you're about to cross a line in time that you won't be able to change back ever. So, on that note, take care of one another. Get your act together. Don't forget to like the video, share the video, comment on the video, and subscribe to the channel. Oh, by the way, I keep rocking my Omega. No, not doing Rolex. Not until they get their act together. See you later.